Good day, everyone. We are going to discuss the history of ICT, its uses in our daily lives, and its impact to our society.
Let's talk about the history of ICT. Information and Communication Technologies, or ICT, is a broader term for information technology, which refers to all communication technologies, including the internet, wireless networks, cell phones, computers, and softwares. There are four main periods in history that divide the era of ICT. Number 1 is pre-mechanical, number 2 is mechanical, number 3 is electromechanical, and number 4, electronic periods. The pre-mechanical period. During this time, humans started communicating with one another using words and pictograms carved in rocks. Dating back 3100 BCE, that shows the earliest form of communication among humans. Humans started using numerical system during the late stage of this period. The most popular device created in this period is said to have come from China, the abacus, the first device to process information. The mechanical period. It started around 1450 to 1840. The interest in automating and speeding up numerical calculation grew during this period. The mechanical calculator, Pascaline, was the highlight of this period. It was invented by the famous mathematician inventor Blaise Pascal along with Wilhelm Schickard. Also, during this period, Charles Babbage invented the analytical engine, which is considered as the first programmable mechanical computer. Charles Babbage is known as the father of computers. The electromechanical period. The electromechanical period started around 1840 to 1940. In this period, the telegraph is popular, which is used to transmit information over long distances. The telephone was later invented. Humans started to control electricity using vacuum tubes in devices that eventually led to the development of today's electronic gadgets. The electronic period. The electronic period started in the 1940s up to present. The highlight of this period is focused on the advent of solid-state devices and electronic devices. The electronic numerical integrator and computer is the first electronic general-purpose computer. It is around 167 square meters, with the processing speed was lower than those machines used today. The transistor was invented in 1947. It is an electronic device with properties and functions similar to vacuum tubes. The first full transistor computer was developed in 1957 and was faster than vacuum computers. The primary thrust of information and communications technology development in the 21st century is to expand both the capabilities and capacity of the equipment and facilities used to communicate over telecommunication networks. Through the 1990s and 2000s, the term technological convergence became the catchphrase to describe the way new ICT are being used to bring together what were previously separate communication media such as voice telephone, radio, TV, newspaper, and computer data into one medium.
Let's tackle the uses of ICT in our daily lives. How technology affects the society, the positive impacts of technology in our daily lives. Okay, let's start. In today's generation, technology is surrounding with us. Everyone in today's time uses technology for communication, information gathering, usage of machineries, even in washing our clothes and dishes. It is difficult not to use technology because millennials are obsessed with the technology, especially in social media platforms, in gadgets. Impacts or uses of ICT in science. Science were the first group in using ICT. They adopt computers as their work tool. In science, computers can be used for research, sharing information with other specialists both locally and internationally. It's used for collecting, gathering, analyzing, and storing data. It plays a vital role in operating under advancement technology, in launching, controlling, and maintaining spacecraft, in innovating, and in experimenting. In education, we can already learn and study in computer. There are already schools wherein they will give your books and activity like G-class through email so you won't need to leave your home. Most elementary to higher education, both public and private, have computers in their classroom. Schools provide smart TV and computers for teachers. With the use of computers, teachers can enhance their teaching materials, and this new approach can lead to higher order thinking skills, and more interaction will boost to their students' interest to listen and study. Because students have more interest in technology or computer. On the other hand, students use computer with interest access as one of their reference tool. Computer can also use for subject activities, school examination, and we use Google Classroom, Gmail, Facebook, Messenger for educational purposes. Next is the uses of ICT in information. We use Google or other web browser like Wikipedia to access all information that we want with the help of internet also. Some networks provide guidance and assistance to people in need and answer what the user means to their everyday problem. Next is socializing. The internet provides young people with a range of benefits and opportunity to empower them and their social connection. Socializing is home-based. We can interact with others through online process. We use this to communicate and share our interests to others. This is the list of social media platforms worldwide. So, as we can see, the Facebook is the most popular social network. Next is the YouTube, followed by WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, WeChat, TikTok, and so on. Use of ICT in publishing. Computers can be used to design any type of publication, like newspaper, school newspaper, marketing materials, or even fashion magazine. Computer can publish both hard copy and soft copy, or we call it ebook. There are also some sites used to market publication and sales book, creators design tools for publication. The example of this is the Canva and Pinterest, and this is their symbol. Banking. Money is made so easier because of modern technologies. We do not have to go physically to pay our bills. We just pay our bills and send and receive money through online transaction with a simple tap from your smartphones. You can download PayPal, Paymaya, GCash, Pioneer, and other banking apps. You can also use your smartphone in paying physical stores so you won't need to carry your cash anymore. Next is the use of ICT in our business. Almost every business use a computer nowadays, and the customer or client use computer or technologies to communicate with buyers or sellers. We can save our time and money by using technologies because we do not need to go in department or physical outlets to buy what we want. Some sellers do online with this e-commerce help boosting the economy. It can make your work easier and faster. So, buyers can compare product prices and we read review in the product before we add to cart or place an order. Some of the no e-commerce smart markets online are Zalora, Lazada, Shopee, Amazon, and Shein. Next is the uses of ICT in hospitals. Non-hospitals is they consider the health care services or hospitals are made more developed than the other generation or previous generation. The use of computer in the hospitals offer many benefits in both doctors and patients. Doctors use computers and various medical applications that not only for research advancement but also for faster diagnosis of patient, like blood test, urine test, CBC, ultrasound, X-ray, body scanning, and many more. It also provides database of health record, treatment record, medical record, so they can prevent medical errors. ICT improves the efficiency of the health system. Next is for entertainment. Half of the Earth affiliation use the internet actively. It is impossible for someone not to be on the internet. There are even people getting obsessed over social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and some teenagers are into online games. They are watching their favorite movie, watching K-pop idols, and even esports. Some entertainment platforms used nowadays are YouTube and Netflix. Next is for workforce industry. Because of internet, there are only few factory workers. Because of technology, it eliminates most need for manual labor. Instead of people, the robots do their works. The machines have artificial intelligence, such as Toyota Philippines and Honda Philippines. Next is we will tackle about navigation and transportation by the help of ICT. Before, we only use animals like carabao for our transportation. But today, we only need GPS. They help us not only to get into the area but give us multiple directions. It gives us shortcuts or routine. With the use of Uber and Grab apps, you can go in your destined area. In business, they use application for transportation of goods order materials with the use of shipping carriers like LBC, To Go Express, JRS, JNT Express, or even Ninja Express. Military. The ICT or technology used in military are more expensive, innovative, and advanced. Sometimes they use computers or technology for training purposes, for developing their military equipment, and for effective security and protection of the nation. The computer used in military is beyond in what we saw. That is why we are amazed if we saw their tank, jet, gun. That is why when the country is rich, we felt afraid because they have advanced technology in military. Security. Computers and technology used to monitor people's security. Our security online have information like Facebook, Gmail, and all social media platforms to make sure that we are the one to open our social media accounts and we are not a robot or fraud in social media platforms. There are details or information that we need to access for our personal accounts, especially in biometrics, in passwords, or even ID. It traces our eyes, fingers, face-to-face recognition, in vehicle, a plate number, and in private surveillance camera outdoor. We are more secured with the help of technology. This is the weather forecasting. Unlike people, we difficult to guess if it will rain, but by the help of technology, we can easily know it. Meteorological gadget or meteorological technology. Next is for booking. By the use of ICT, you can easily travel by using book accommodation services online. You can buy your train or plane tickets online. You can book to hotels online. Next is robotics. Robotics is an expanding area of technologies where combines computer science and engineering to produce machine and either place human on do specific job that human are unable to do. Working from home. We can work and have money in our home, especially nowadays. There are many online industry that we can apply that allowed us to work from home. Online industry, virtual assistant, social media manager, web developer, data analysis, and information analysis.
The ICT has an impact on personal, school, and community. In personal, using ICT, we can easily access the application, movies, or videos that can easily entertain us when we are bored. Having an ICT, we can easily entertain ourselves. In terms of banking, it's easily now to access or send money because nowadays we have different applications that we can use, just like GCash, Paymaya, and many more that we can transfer money effortless. In online shopping, we can easily choose and buy goods or things that we wanted without going outside of the house. And last is communication. Technology has a big help on communicating with our friends or loved ones virtually, especially now that we are in the mid of pandemic where people can only see each other on the screen. In, in this kind of situation, ICT has a big help and has a big impact on the life of every people. In school, a student can easily cope up with their teacher because in today's generation, a student is more focused in technology. Using technology, teacher can gain the attention of their student and they can easily learn. Today, technology has a big help to the study of every student because even though seeing face-to-face is limited, they can still continue their study using online platforms, just like Google Classroom, Google Meet, Zoom, and other online applications. Students can easily do their activities using their gadgets, and life as a student can be easily using different technologies. In community, many of us want to watch news about the current situation of our country and they want to know how many people infected of COVID-19 a day, to know what we should do while we are going outside of our house. Aside from COVID-19, technologies can give information what will be the weather in the next 24 hours or having a natural calamity so that people can be prepared and safe when having a disaster. The three that I mentioned earlier is the good impact of technology in our society. But aside on good impact on ICT, there are also bad impact that the technology gives to the people and society. First, having an updated technology, just like using robot, can cause limited workforce to the people because technology can do what people can do. Second, is people can easily believe on the news that posted in Facebook and other social media accounts that sometimes they do not know if it is fake news or not. Third, people is more on the social media life than socializing to the people around him or her. There are good and bad impact that technology or ICT can give to the people and society. It is what people want to do on the technologies that they have. As a people in the society, we must know how to control using ICT and the impact of it in our everyday life.
That's all. Thank you.